2019 has really been flying by us. We finally reached the end of October 2019, but that also means it's time for another Blu-ray haul. Hello everyone, I hope you're having a cinematastic day. I'm Josh, this is Simply Cinema, and before we get into it, I'd love to hear your comments down below. What movie pickups did you get this month? What Funko Pops did you get? I personally got 6 different DVDs and Blu-rays, 1 Steelbook, and 2 digital codes. No Funko Pops or anything this month, but I got some exciting stuff to show you, so let's get into it. First up, I want to show you the DVD I picked up last month, but this was the only one, so it wasn't worth making a haul over, so I decided to include it now. We got the Gremlins. This was a really fun movie that I watched a few years ago and didn't get a chance to see it until this past month, and it's still just a ton of fun. I'm a sucker for cute little animals like the Ewoks, the Gremlins, and just anything like that. I really do adore these sort of movies, and it's a little bit of a horror vibe added into the mix with just the other type of Gremlins art in here, and it's just really fun and adorable movie to watch. Up we have Spider-Man Far From Home. I got this pretty much when it released, and unfortunately I have not had a chance to rewatch it since I haven't watched it on DVD at least. This is one of my favorite movies of the year, but I've been so focused on rewatching or watching movies I haven't seen before that I have not had a chance to really rewatch any movies of the year, even for being one of my favorites. And I'm really gonna need to be rewatching my top 5 favorite of the year so far, because they're really close together and I really have to rewatch to compare and probably review in my own standards on how I like them better than one or the other. And this is just one of those, and I really hope to get onto it because I just really had a ton of fun with this film. Tons of action, a great story, lots of twists, and overall it's just really compelling. Before we begin, I want to talk about some of the digital codes I got from my good friend Sandro Productions, Trevor. Go check out his channel right up in there. He's an awesome guy, an awesome YouTuber, just like so many of you guys on this channel. But first up, we got Pulp Fiction. He has a couple giveaways of digital codes. Whenever he goes out Blu-ray hunting and it has a digital code, he'll be having those videos out there, and he'll have a little fun little quiz where you have to guess his favorite Toy Story movie or just something related to one of the movies he got, and you get the answer and you may have a chance to win the digital code within 24 hours of the release. And I got a couple of them. First we got Pulp Fiction. I have not watched this, but Quentin Tarantino's movies are ones that I'm really looking into because I heard so many good things about, and I haven't watched any of them. But Pulp Fiction was one that sounds the most compelling, or at least the one that I'm probably going to start with. I have not had a chance to watch with yet, but I'm really excited to get into that once I get the chance. So thank you, Trevor, for that. But also we got John Wick 3, and this is a really awesome pick because I have not watched it either, but I watched John Wick in this past month and it was really awesome for the first time. I have not had a chance to watch John Wick 2 because I don't own these. I still need to arrange a time with my friend that does have them, but I'm gonna have to get into that so I can get into John Wick 3. And next up we have the Dark Knight Trilogy. I actually got this from this one sort of resale store. It was selling buy 2 get 1 free, and the DVDs were already $2 a piece, so it ended up basically being $3 for all of them if you count $1 each. And it's really awesome. I've been looking to get these up for a while. The Batman Begins I really love. The Dark Knight I really love, and I honestly can't tell which one I love more than the other. I first watched these quite a while ago, and I didn't remember too much giving my ratings. So I watched The Batman Begins and The Dark Knight, not The Dark Knight Rises yet. So I can't really give my full take on how I really appreciated it because it's been way too long since I watched it. But The Batman Begins and The Dark Knight are super good. They both have a starring actor, Liam Neeson in The Batman Begins and Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight. But of course, Christian Bale makes an excellent Batman into the DC universe. And I really can't tell you which could pick over the other. I just love them just as much. Still need to watch The Dark Knight Rises, of course, for a little rewatch and just to give my own rating and review. But really, there's just little things that I like more than the other on Batman Begins and The Dark Knight, so that's what makes it tough to pick one over the other. Next up, we have Mission Impossible Fallout. This was one movie I've been getting into because the last couple months I've been getting into watching the Mission Impossible franchise. I've had all access to it on YouTube TV, and I have the Blu-rays at home whenever I do get a Blu-ray system. But this was one I did not have, so I decided to get the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital, and it was pretty good, only $15, and I really loved this movie, probably the favorite of the franchise. If you want to see a ranking on them, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll give you my full thoughts on all of them later on. But I just really loved the way they took this movie and all the action and story added within. So it was a really great pickup that was worthwhile, even though I hadn't watched it beforehand. Last but not least, but certainly the greatest, we have the Avengers Steelbook, and this was from the same place I got those Batman Trilogy, the Dark Knight Trilogy, for basically $3 for the whole set. This one was only $8. It's a Steelbook, my first ever Steelbook, and I actually already own the DVD, but I really saw this and I'm like hardly ever gonna be getting a Steelbook ever until maybe in the future when I'm having more of the Blu-ray player. But this is really awesome that I finally got to have a chance to get one of these. It looks freaking awesome. Look, there's the back of it, and then when you open it, it looks just like that with Iron Man there, and it comes with the DVD and Blu-ray. I didn't have the Blu-ray. And of course, this is before they had all the 4K and all that special jazz to it. But this is just really awesome and a great collection. Great addition to my collection. I'm really happy I was able to find this for only $8. That was all the DVDs, Blu-rays, and the one Steelbook, and then the 2 digital codes I got this past month. And I'd love to hear what you got down in comments below. Let me know your thoughts on what I got versus what you got. How many things did you manage to pick up this past month? And we'll be getting into the month of November, and there'll be in the United States the Black Friday, so that'll be pretty exciting to see what special deals I managed to find next month. And I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll be back with more movie reviews, rankings, and more.